one should plan accordingly. Learner-practitioner. We have a preference for this compound noun, learner-practitioner, and will use it throughout this text because we believe that even our youngest learners are practitioners. They are trying to be writers and scientists and artists, and even our oldest practitioners are learners, or should be. There's an old and good justification for breaking down the artificial boundaries we place around learning: life itself. Outside of the time we spend in school, we don't really live in isolated disciplines, switching from English to math to science, and only when the bell rings. Instead, we live both between disciplines, interdisciplinarily, and across disciplines, transdisciplinarily. We blend and mix aspects of several disciplines, working with teachers and lay people alike in order to make progress in a given area, in order to make sense, however temporarily, of the world. According to researchers, the term interdisciplinarity quite simply means an approach to knowledge that takes more than one discipline into consideration. Its driving force, or perhaps outcome, is a social relevance that is not always present in more disciplinary academic work or research. In short, an interdisciplinary approach can be more stimulating for the learner because it is often more relevant to his or her direct concerns rather than some abstract possible use in the future. Transdisciplinarity, on the other hand, has the added layer of being produced with others, especially others who exist outside of what is traditionally referred to as the academy. When professors partner with industry folks to explore a problem, they do so transdisciplinarily. If you track such combinatory thinking, you will see that it pops up again and again like some kind of low-key superhero, often when people are stuck and need to learn something in order to advance a project or possibility. While working on their Shinkansen bullet train, trains that travel up to 300 kilometers per hour, Japanese engineers could not figure out how to reduce the sound boom as trains entered and exited tunnels. They turned to biomimicry, or the combination of nature and engineering, to find a solution. Noting that the beaks of kingfishers allowed them to dive into water without making much of a sound, the Shinkansen engineers reshaped their trains accordingly. Once the fronts of the trains resembled the beaks of the kingfishers, the engineers reached their goal, reducing the sound. Combinatory thinking has been used in sports as well. As an engineering student at Oregon State University, Dick Fosbury applied his knowledge of physics to his love for a track and field event, the high jump. Before Fosbury, high jumpers used a straddle jump, jumping over the bar face down. After Fosbury used applied physics to lower his center of gravity, the Fosbury flop was born, showing athletes that a better approach involved lifting one's hips and lowering one's shoulders. He won a gold medal, breaking the Olympic record in 1968. If you look into the careers of people as diverse as Martin Luther King Jr., Mendel, and Eratosthenes, you will find religion mixed with philosophy and literature, botany mixed with genetics, and math mixed with geography and science. You will find, in other words, combinations leading to breakthroughs in human rights, human genetics, and geography. Such knowledgeable production is not merely intuitive, it is documentable and therefore then repeatable. Some in the academic community have done this work with gusto, categorizing certain approaches and thinking patterns as Mode 1 and Mode 2. Mode 1 thinking is what many of us grew up with, memorizing and performing in order to pass through school. Such problem solving is isolated from applicability, that is, the real world, but has credence in academic circles. It can be reviewed and tested without undue outside influence. Mode 2 thinking often takes place outside of academic institutions. Its context is provided and defined by its application, and its intention is pegged to a specific use. What's more, its practitioners, who are often university-trained researchers and scholars, seek collaborative partners outside.